I recently got in some new coins. I wanted to show them off for the collection here. And if you didn't see the first episode of this series, I'm actually taking graded coins, cracking them out, and putting them into a version of Dansko. This is the Whitman Prestige album. So I'm gonna walk through each coin and then crack them out off screen and show you how it looks in the album. But one concept I had was the $50 sheet here has effectively 12 spots in it. And there's far more than 12 silver commemoratives. And so what I did is I went through and I picked my very favorite designs. And this is definitely one of them. This is the Iowa. I'm slowly acquiring these. One thing I noticed is this black album, silver coins that are untoned look fantastic in it. The contrast is really startling. Let me just show you an example real quick. Call it your run-of-the-mill Washington quarters. That's just a little bright there, but looks really great. The black and the silver. So I'm very happy with that because I also really enjoy tone coins. Tone copper doesn't look as good as I really wanted it to, unfortunately. But in any case, I just love the design, the detail of this particular design. This was a 66 at a pretty reasonable rate. Yeah, just a beautiful coin. Next up, the Bay Bridge. Big fan of the Bear. And California, I'm working to find a good California one that's both reasonably untoned at a good price. What I've been targeting recently is coins that I feel like, because my goal is to crack these out, keep them in an album for really the rest of my life, but I'm sure at some point I'll probably want to get them regraded again. So I'm trying to find ones that feel really strong for the grade, so there's at least a fighting chance to get it back into a holder like this. God help me if I ever decide to sell it. This is probably one of my favorite designs. This is the Grant, not the Grant with Star, because that jumps the price like 10x. And it's mainly the stunning tree on the back. I love the design of that tree and the cabin underneath. Just beautiful, nice subtle toning. And then I did get one raw coin from the same seller on eBay. And anytime you see coins or a seller on eBay that predominantly sells slabbed coins and then has a few random raw ones, you got to assume that's been cleaned. I'm assuming this one has been. But needless to say, it was priced right. Like if this 64, I can't remember the exact amount, I think it would have been like a $400 to $500 coin, and 64, 65, I could be wrong, feel free to correct me, going off of foggy memory. This one, raw, was 120, so I felt like even if it is cleaned, I mean there's no noticeable hairlines on it, the luster is still pretty good. I would say it's not 100% clean, but also not 100% never been touched, but it'll look good in the album. Again, going for the blast white in that particular album. And then, because I couldn't help myself, I do love a good toned silver coin, such as a dime or a toned quarter. This one in particular looked really interesting in the photos. Plus, it was only $35, and you just can't beat that. And I like the color on the back. I'm going for a date set of blast white Washington quarters, which is really easy to acquire as long as you're not going for the tough dates. So I figured the more challenging route is to also create a date set of tone quarters. So I'm more slowly working my way towards that. And this was a really cool 57. And then lastly, another tone quarter, 64, extremely common date. Very mint set-like toning here. I thought that was pretty interesting, but completely untoned reverse. So yeah, with the power of editing, you're gonna see this after the crackouts. Before I put them into the album, I just wanted to showcase how good a coin looks not behind plastic. And especially the worst is when you have a really nice coin in a holder that's extremely scratched up. I've tried desperately to get the scratches out of holders with the various methods that you see on YouTube, and it's just really difficult to do. I would say though, I got myself. If anybody has a good method to crack coins out, because I'm going to be cracking a heck of a lot of coins out over the next couple years, please put it in the description below. That would really help me out. Essentially what I do is I'll come in and kind of try and break this off with a wrench, and then I will get in there very carefully and kind of pry the sides open. PCGS, much harder than NGC. NGC is much easier to do. But all right, let's put these into the album. So, as if you've seen the other one, you know kind of the method here. Let me zoom out. So nice thing with these, they got two little plastic sleeves. I'm going to put the Bay Bridge in the first one here. Nice thing is with the $50, there's a little bit extra wiggle room in there, so it doesn't have to take as much prying. I'm using a tissue to gently push this down, and I'm also not going across it. I'm just pushing it straight down. That's pretty important. All right, we'll do the Grant next. I think on the Grant, I'm gonna do tree up, just because of how stunning that tree is. Actually, I didn't even think about the Bay Bridge. Is that obverse or reverse? The bear, I don't even know. Come on, little guy. Try not to touch the actual, just touch the sides of the coin. This is the most nerve-wracking part of it. Okay. Do the Iowa next. The Sweet Eagle. Obviously, Oregon is going to be one of the top designs, but I would be curious, leave in the comments below what your favorite design is for the silver commemoratives. What I thought was interesting with this one is it came with this old paper flip. The coin's not actually in there, so I'm not really sure. I guess it allows some writing behind the scenes. Maybe that's why they did it. I'm pretty confident. That's how coins used to be held, those paper flips. Pilgrim. Definitely gonna have the boat up. That's just so cool. I'll put this here. Oof. All right, now gently slide this back in. Make sure it doesn't bump up against any coins. If you need, push them down more. Okay. There we go. New purchases are in. I'm going to save the quarters for later. I don't have a good slot for them yet, so pretty awesome. Appreciate y'all watching.